Imagine walking into a seemingly ordinary parking lot in suburban America. The sun slowly dipping behind the horizon, casting long shadows over the asphalt. At first glance, it might look like just another collection of used cars' faded paint. A few scratches here and there, but if you take a closer look, something extraordinary is waiting. What if I told you that some of these cars, these vehicles that most people would overlook, could make you look like a millionaire without costing anywhere near it? Today, I'm going to take you on a journey through 8 of the most surprising, luxurious-looking cars you can actually buy for mere thousands of dollars. You might think this sounds impossible, but every detail I show you is real, verified, and something that anyone in the United States could find. From sleek European sedans to iconic American muscle, each of these 8 cars will not just surprise youth, they might completely change the way you think about buying a used car. Let's start with the first car on our list, the BMW E46330i. From the early 2000s, this car is a classic. Its exterior lines are elegant yet aggressive, giving it the timeless appearance that BMW has always been known for. When you first see it, you notice the headlights, the iconic angel eyes that immediately signal prestige. Step closer, and the leather seats and well-maintained interior tell a story of careful ownership. Now, many people would assume that a car like this would cost at least $20,000, maybe more, given how it looks and how it feels. But here's the catch. You can find a well-kept E46330i for as little as $3,000 to $5,000. That's right, for the price of a basic compact car. You could be behind the wheel of a vehicle that looks like it belongs to a wealthy executive. What makes it even more remarkable is the engine. The inline-six still hums smoothly, giving you that unmistakable BMW driving experience without the bank-breaking price tag. Imagine pulling up to a party in this car. People will assume you spent far more than you actually did, and all because you know what to look for and how to spot value in the used car market. Moving on to our second vehicle, we have the Lexus 300, another early 2000s gem. Lexus has always been synonymous with subtle luxury, and the IS 300 is no exception. From the outside, it might look like a simple sedan, but step inside and you are greeted with a meticulously crafted interior. Soft-touch materials, leather-wrapped steering wheel, and chrome accents that gleam even under dim garage lighting. One of the things that make this car such a hidden treasure is how rare it is to find one in good condition. Many IS 300s were driven carefully and kept for years by their owners, meaning that with a bit of patience, you can secure a vehicle that feels much more expensive than its asking price of $4,000 to $6,000. The 6-cylinder engine provides a smooth, quiet ride, and the overall balance of the car gives the impression of sophistication. It's the type of car that silently announces you have taste and discretion, something a flashy sports car never achieves. And the best part, you don't have to spend a fortune to get that image. Just a few $1,000s, a bit of research, and you're set. Next up, we have the European icon, the Mercedes, specifically the C240 and C230 models from the early 2000s. Mercedes has long been a symbol of status and luxury, and even their older models maintain that aura. Walk around this car, and you notice the sleek body, the refined chrome detailing, and the classic Mercedes grille that signals prestige. Open the door, and the interior is lined with elegant wood trim and leather seats. Every detail, from the stitching to the polished controls, suggests a level of craftsmanship that would make many modern cars feel inferior. You might think such a car would require a significant investment, but if you know where to look, C-Class sedans in good condition can be found for $3,500 to $5,500. One of the most rewarding moments when exploring a Mercedes like this is the realization that a vehicle this luxurious looking doesn't have to carry a luxury price tag. Imagine the impression it makes pulling into a coffee shop or arriving at a business meeting. People instantly perceive success, even though the real story is your smart buying skills. The fourth car on our journey is the Audi A4 B6. Audi's design language has always been about understated sophistication, and this sedan embodies that principle perfectly. Its clean, precise lines make it look modern even decades after it was first manufactured. Inside, the A4 continues to impress ergonomically designed controls, comfortable seats, and subtle accents give it a premium feel. Many people overlook older A4 South, thinking they read too ordinary to be impressive. But in reality, a well-maintained B6 can look like a car that cost tens of thousands of dollars more than it did. Prices for these can range from $3,000 to $5,000, depending on condition, which makes them one of the best bargains for someone looking to appear wealthy without spending a fortune. The key to unlocking this look is knowing which details catch the metallic trim, alloy wheels, and that perfectly proportioned grille. It's all about perception, and the A4 nails it. Shifting gears to the American market, our fifth car is the Cadillac CTS from the early 2000s. This sedan has a commanding presence, with bold lines and an aggressive stance that make it immediately noticeable. It's not subtle luxury like the Lexus or Audi. The CTS screams success. Inside, it continues the theme. Spacious seating, leather upholstery, and a dashboard that balances elegance with technological sophistication. What's truly remarkable is how rare it is to find a well-kept CTS at a low price. These cars were often purchased by professionals who treated them with care, so the market has hidden gems available for $4,000 to $6,000. Drive this car through your neighborhood or into the city, and you'll instantly attract attention. People will assume he's successful even though you didn't spend a fortune to create that impression. It's the perfect example of how strategic purchasing can deliver maximum visual impact. The sixth car is the Infinitive G35, another Japanese luxury sedan that flies under the radar, produced in the early to mid-2000s. The G35 combines sporty performance with refined interiors. Step inside, and you're greeted by supportive leather seats, a well-let-out dashboard, and a driving experience that feels far more expensive than its price. Many G35s have been lightly used or maintained by enthusiasts, meaning they can often be found for $4,000 to $6,000. This car is particularly effective at delivering that Millionaire look because it blends sporty flair with subtle luxury, offering an image that is both dynamic and sophisticated. From the moment you start the engine and hear the quiet growl of its V6, you feel the power and refinement that most people assume comes only with a much higher price tag. Next on our list is a car that represents American muscle in its most accessible form, the Ford Mustang V6 from the mid-2000s. The Mustang is iconic, a car with instant recognition and status. Even the V6 models, which are more affordable than their V8 counterparts, carry the aura of performance and style. A well-maintained Mustang can be found for $3,500 to $5,000, making it an unbelievable value for someone looking to make a bold statement. Visually, it delivers immediately. Aggressive front grille, sculpted hood, and signature inside. It combines sporty design with comfort. Drive this car down a busy street, and it signals confidence, energy, and a hint of rebellion, all qualities that people subconsciously associate with success and power. For anyone who wants the Millionaire aesthetic without spending an actual fortune, the Mustang is a perfect choice. Finally, we arrive at a car that feels like the crown jewel of affordable luxury. The Chevrolet Corvette C5, produced between 1997 and 2004. This is where things get truly extraordinary. Corvettes are a symbol of American automotive excellence, and even older models maintain that status. A C5 in good condition can be found for $6,000 to $8,000, an absolute steal considering its performance, appearance, and desirability. The sleek body, low profile, and aggressive curves make it a car that commands attention wherever it goes. Inside, the Corvette combines driver-focused design with premium materials, giving you a sensation of both speed and luxury. Imagine arriving at a weekend gathering or cruising down the highway in a Corvette that makes heads turn. People assuming you've spent six figures when in reality, your investment was a fraction of that. This is the ultimate demonstration of how you can achieve a Millionaire look without paying millionaire prices. Now, let's pause for a moment and reflect on what we've seen. 8 cars, each offering a different flavor of luxury or status, each demonstrating that, with a bit of knowledge and patience, you can dramatically elevate your image without emptying your wallet. From the understated elegance of the Lexus ICE 300 to the bold aggression of the Cadillac CT, from the timeless European allure of the BMW and Audi to the pure American muscle of the Mustang and Corvette, the common thread is clear. Appearance can be purchased strategically, and while these cars vary in style and personality, they share one thing in common: they make the driver look like someone who has arrived, even if the actual investment was modest. Of course, the true magic of these vehicles is in the details. The E46's angel eyes, the Mercedes wood trim, the G35's sporty cockpit, and the Corvette's low stance all communicate a level of sophistication and taste that most people associate with wealth. The key is knowing what to look for. Not just the exterior shape, but the interior quality, the engine sound, the finish of the materials, and even the way the car sits on the road. Each of these elements tells a story, and when combined, they create an image far greater than the sum of their parts. In other words, these cars do more than just move from point A to point B. They convey status, attention to detail, and discernment. As we wrap up this exploration, think about the possibilities. Imagine walking into a neighborhood gathering, a business meeting, or even a casual night out, and doing so in a car that instantly elevates your image. People will notice, people will assume success, and yet you didn't spend a fortune to achieve that impression. The lessons here are clear. Look beyond the obvious, know what conveys luxury, and be patient in finding the right vehicle. Whether you choose the sophisticated Lexus, the commanding Cadillac, the sporty Infiniti, or the show-stopping Corvette, you can create the illusion of wealth and success in a way that's accessible, smart, and surprisingly affordable. In conclusion, the 8 cars we've explored today: BMW 46, Lexus IS300, Mercedes C-Class, Audi A4 B6, Cadillac CTS, Infiniti G35, Ford Mustang V6, and Chevrolet Corvette C5 represent an incredible opportunity for anyone willing to look carefully and act strategically. Each car has been proven to deliver maximum visual impact for a minimal financial outlay. And while owning these cars is exciting in itself, the greater takeaway is how perception can be shaped with thoughtful choices. Luxury doesn't always have to come with an exorbitant price tag. Sometimes it's all about knowing where to look, what details matter, and how to leverage them to your advantage. So next time you're in the market for a vehicle, remember what we've learned here? Look for the hidden gems, the cars that make a statement far beyond their price. Think about the story each car tells before you buy, and imagine the impression it will make in every setting, from city streets to social gatherings. With the right choices, you don't just drive a car, you drive an image, a perception, and a statement. And in the world of appearances, that's a form of wealth all on its own.